This video is shot around the last days of December, a time where I've fallen back deep in love with reading after 1 year of a reading slump. I will also read for you passages of one of my favorite books, Against the Loveless World by Susane Abdulhawa. I created this video to remind myself of why I read, to remember the peace of mind, wisdom, and the most ethereal moment it has brought me in all of these years since the age of 6 that I started reading. And I hope you shall remember that too. Enjoy, my darling. It's not easy for me to speak of those weeks of my life without slipping into cliches, mostly because I don't have the right language. I don't have sufficient words to explain how thoroughly and exquisitely I unraveled in love. He took his time kissing all my parts, his lips lingering around the scar. Bilal changed everything, rearranged my world. I think it was the first time I desired a man truly. My body desired him emotionally, psychologically, intellectually, and at last, physically. We made love many times before we made love. Our bodies often melted together when you read to me, when we kissed, talked, hugged, undressed, bathed, slept. He said, "Shall I stop?" "No," I whispered, still crying. He kissed me hungrily, pushing himself deeper into me. I consumed him and learned a sexual yearning made insatiable by love so vast, as if a sky. We barely left our bed for the next few days. We read, listened to the radio, watched television, made food, ate, and bathed together. I wanted to describe to him how the emotional intimacy growing between us was shattering my heart in the most life-affirming ways, but I didn't have the right words except to say that I loved him, which wasn't nearly enough. We spent that night and every night together after, in a closeness I had never known or even thought possible with another person. I was happy, truly content. The first notes of her song, Ya Tayr, always move me. They are simple melodies played on the flute, but they sound like time, all that was good and lost. Others on the dance floor linked their arms and began to sway and sing the lyrics. I closed my eyes, the better to soak in the music. Fairuz has the kind of voice that gathers up the heart and takes you somewhere else. I was transported to another time where I sat on shores of Kuwait, my bare toes digging in the wet sand of Arabian Gulf, the tide coming and receding at my feet, hundreds of periwinkle snails burrowing around them. I cruised El Bahar Street in Salmiya with my friends, flirting with boys, prancing in our newly curved bodies, silent smiling images of Mama. City was via Jihad, Sabah and Baba framed in song lyrics floated gently by. This is so good, this is so good, and yet I didn't read for you my best passage yet. I dance for the music, for the sake of dance, for the sake of my body, the air and the night, for the sake of memory and the moon, for love of Bilal, my lover, and longing for my family. It felt good to dance. I gathered up the hours, passed with my hips, rolled them into my body. Bilal's hand brushed against me, but I wasn't yet ready for him. I wanted time with the music. It had been too long since I had danced. I shed my clothes, my distache had fallen with a swoosh to the floor, naked now. But for the kufiya Bilal retired around my hips, I returned to the music and danced. He watched. For a long, long time, there is music that I can hear, listen to, enjoy, then there is something else. It's when the deft, small movements of instruments invoke a kind of beauty that fills up the room. It calls on history to join in, centuries gone, and maybe time yet to come arrive. It takes my breath away, and all what I can do is let it seep into my skin, close my eyes, watch beauty expand inside of me, and feel it animate every part of my eyes and me. At some point, it always happens. The music closes its eyes too. It takes a breath away too, maybe with the plaint of a violin, the call of the ney, or the quiver of a oud, and settles so gently in my heart. Bilal whispered, "You are the most magnificent woman I have ever laid eyes upon." I just love this. I just fucking love this. And it's so beautiful. Like, I don't know how this book is that well known and popular. It's so beautiful, honestly. Anyways, yeah. And it smells so fucking good. Damn. That's hot. I turn around to chase a memory, a crazy car ride away from Kuwait. For the last time, laughter and sorrow collided. City was via making us pull over so she can get in the back seat. My brother's silence. Words from another life scramble and hit against my body from the inside, and I hear a whisper in my mind. Whatever happens in this ungenerous world, we will meet again, my sister. It actually talks about the conflict between Palestine and Israel, and this book is so heartbreaking. And I think, to be honest, like the most thing that really makes me ache and just love this book so much is how much Palestinians just keep on loving and dancing and just being playful with life and just never losing hope despite everything that just been done in all of this massacre. It made me laugh, it made me cry. It it was like an emotional roller coaster to go through, you know, and I've never read anything like that, and it was really fucking cool. It's like usually I am like intentionally wanting to read the book, but 2 days ago it's like I didn't really want to read the book. It's just like I started reading and then I just couldn't stop, you know, so I just kept on reading and I was like blown away. You know, when it's a good story and when the author is good, girl, like it is more stimulating than a fucking film. Like it's the most stimulating thing ever. If like you really just get like super absorbed in a book, it's like you forget the notion of time, of space, of everything. All that matters is the story that you are reading right now.